Friday edition of NILECAST News at West Nile TV, and today happens to be 16th of May 2025, and so many stories continue to break around. And as usual, we commence with the headlines, then shortly I'll be bouncing back to give you the news into details. Coming up in the NILECAST News headlines tonight, CISWA's project impacts on lives of girls in West Nile region. 87% of Kenyan prefectures moved to assist in Zombo district. Fasting finance based issues at the West region sensitized on financial literacy. Details about this in NILECAST News. Anchor for tonight is Oracle Benson Pastore. Let's now take a look at the details of the news. We are commencing it from Terego. CISWA's project impacts on lives of girls in West Nile region, whereby a number of young girls have been supported financially and through sexual and reproductive health knowledge under the project that has been running in the country since 2021. Faris Majid compiles the story.
Communities of Terego district, which is a refugee hosting area in the West Nile sub-region, have acknowledged and appreciated the different interventions implemented under the 7 years, sexual and reproductive health and economic empowerment supporting out-of-school adolescent rights, and skills abbreviated as the CISWA's project for positively impacting on their lives. A number of community members, for instance young girls and women, have been empowered financially and through sexual and reproductive health knowledge under the project that has been running since 2021 in the country, implemented by Care International and partners such as Restless Development, Trust Fund Agency and Naguru Teenage Center, with funding from Global Affairs Canada. During a midterm stakeholder review meeting of the project recently, Helen Mande, a refugee from South Sudan, appreciated the interventions under the project, and she now shares the knowledge with the rest of her peers.
From the trainings, we had some trainings of making reusable sanitary pads, and we also had this one, YSL, that is savings for our group, and we also had some sessions based on the topics of teenage pregnancy and other issues like STIs, just antisocial behaviors and how to overcome those problems and how to behave in the community. So those things, all they have helped us a lot.
Owundo Leonard, the initiative manager of the CISWA's project, observes that there's involvement of all stakeholders, which partly is a contributing factor for the success in West Nile sub-region.
As we work with young people, we don't leave out their caregivers. We work with both girls and boys through the engaging men and boys approach, where we empower the boys to be responsible, but also to appreciate that they have a role to play to support the girls achieve the services that are required in the sexual reproductive health aspects. We also make sure that we conduct what we call social analysis and action sessions with the caregivers in the communities and the gatekeepers, the cultural leaders, the religious leaders, to appreciate that there are certain norms that need to change if we are to ensure that the girls achieve these services as required.
Simon Ongua, the acting district health officer for Terego, calls for support of all stakeholders towards education of the girl child to mitigate challenges of unwanted pregnancies that have greatly contributed to high school dropout rates in the West Nile sub-region.
Actually, every other community member, every child, every daughter of mine, every daughter of ours should be able to do. You can see the testimonies where my parents did support me in school, didn't support me in school. So I think the call for educating our girl child, our boy child is eminent. And this happened when a number of girls actually dropping out of school. And it has serious effects on health, economic. Once you have dropped out of school, chances are that before 15, before 16, you're already pregnant.
Wilfred Saka, the Terego District Local Council 5 chairperson, attributes the positive results of the project to joint implementation with local partners.
If you are talking of localization, you are bringing Kampala-based partners that had never had interventions here, and the people who have come on that organization are the niece, the auntie, and so on. They are coming to implement services on behalf of such organizations. That's not localization. Here, the localization we are talking about is Fund Trust Agency, on which you see our local context. Members, there is a reason why the world now emphasizes localization. A lot of resources get wasted in usage of expatriates. If you still continue using people who are in Kampala, from Kampala, the movement to and from is also eating into the few resources that we have. It is a reason why they have chosen Fund Trust Agency for Terego.
The SHISOS project in Uganda is implemented in Kampala City, Arua, Terego and Mariokolo districts, with the aim to increase enjoyment of health-related rights for the most marginalized and vulnerable women and girls' rights, particularly out-of-school girls in Uganda. Farish Majid, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that story, now moving to Zombo district, 87% of NRM incumbent chairs lose their seats in Zombo district. This shows the strength of the party in the district during the election, which was free and fair without any disciplined cases. Newly elected NRM leaders have been asked to foster development in their leadership. Alfred Jawok compares the story.
The successful NRM chairperson's election in Zombo district is a significant event showcasing party strength. The National Resistance Movement NRM is a major political party in Uganda, and this election demonstrates its presence and organization in Zombo district. Priska Onegiu, Zombo district NRM registrar, said the elections were free and fair without any indiscipline and urged the newly elected NRM leaders to foster development in their leadership. She appealed to the outgoing NRM chairpersons to work together with the incoming leaders to cause development in a district.
Currently we are at sub-county town council elections. I'm called Onegiu Priska once again. I'm the one in charge of the elections of NRM. So far in Zombo, the election has been peaceful. The people have shown me the integrity and understanding among themselves.
Catherine Akuma Venjina, Member of Parliament for Older Persons in Northern Uganda, who was also elected as Secretary of Finance in Zombo District, said the election of chairpersons at the sub-county and town council levels highlights the importance of local leadership in shaping community development and governance.
I want to say how happy I am to be here today. First of all, I started the election right from the village. That is Otorogang West village, where I hail from, and that is my village. There I was elected Secretary for Finance unopposed. Then at the parish level, which is Otorogang Ward, I was also elected Secretary for Finance unopposed. And so I felt strongly that I should come and participate at the sub-county level so that I can also monitor how the elections are going on.
Meanwhile, Innocent Onega Godfred, chairperson LC3 by the town council where the election took place, noted that the successful conduct of the election suggests a functioning democratic process within the party, allowing for the selection of leaders who will represent their district.
This exercise was transparent, free and fair. There is no any other problem. It's going on peacefully. Most importantly, I want to congratulate Honorable Catherine Akumu Mavenjina, former Minister of State for Public Service and elderly representative Northern Region. I want to thank her for participating, and I want to thank the elders for entrusting her to go unopposed.
Shabano Oche, the town council NRM chairperson-elect, committed to work together for the benefit of NRM party in Zombo district.
First of all, I want to thank my voters for trusting me. I think
everything will go well. And as I come in as their leaders, I know I'm not going to work me alone. I will be with my cabinet so that NRM will be strong in Zombo district.
Isaiah Mave, the outgoing NRM chairperson by the town council, conceded a defeat and lauded NRM party for his 3 terms in office.
Atebu tela pi ora para bish. Katin giwaso gebe ni ngati mange anafua para fua ko mati ngati ma ushakara shon.
However, Bruno Manano, assistant RDC Zombo district, confirmed that the elections were free and fair, as only the eligible voters turned up to exercise their rights to choose their leaders of their choice.
Generally, our elections for the NRM party structures went on successfully in Zombo district. Of course, we didn't have cases of violence, much as maybe the one for the LC1 flag bearers. We had some hiccups here and there, but I want to assure you that we had very peaceful elections. Our people understood each other, voters came in time, and that's why we are celebrating now the victories of those who went through.
The elections can have implications for local governance, development initiatives, and community representation. Alfred Jawok, Camilla Stansha, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Crossing the Nile to Moyo district, public in Moyo are asked to work hard under government programs for development because all the developed countries work hard to bring development. This urge was made this morning in Resident District Commissioner's office in Moyo district. Take a look at it.
There has been a general public outcry on the low levels of development across the district, yet the district is among the first 16 districts created before independence. Gore Goffin, the resident district commissioner Moyo, urged the public to embrace hard work and make good use of all the government wealth creation programs to bring development in the district, saying, all the developed countries across the world work hard to attain the development they desire. He therefore implored the public to emulate the examples of the developed countries if they want to achieve the desired development in their district.
I want to say that those developed countries work hard. I want to ask our people to work hard. Everybody works in India. Everybody works. There are same programs like we have, like PDM, where government gives money to communities, to poor citizens. Government supports them. But what I have learned, there's nothing for free. Even those people, poor people, government supports through government programs like giving them money, loans. Those monies they must return back. Government gives them funds, government supports women groups, government supports every group, every activity. But they must work hard and return the money so that the next person gets it. So I want to urge our people that even those developed countries, people work hard. So there is opportunity for us. But their environment is not like our environment. In fact, we have a very good environment, very good weather, very good soils. We should be able to do better than them. So I want to ask our people, we are going to mobilize our people to really take these government initiatives seriously. Let us work together to develop our place.
Asusije Bissam, the Secretary for Production, Moyo District Local Government, on his part emphasized the need for the farmers to make good use of the rains, saying most people within the West Nile region depend on agriculture for their livelihood. He appeals to the youths to desist from laziness, but rather venture into agriculture for development.
I want to appeal to farmers to make proper use of this rain. I have noticed that especially youth are camping along the roadside. Small trading centers, I don't know what they are doing. I want to say that there is no government that will put food on your table and my table. It is you and me who is to struggle. If you take the population in our region, most of our people are peasant farmers. Unless we work hard, we shall not get food. This is the right time our learners are at home. I want to appeal to all learners. Please support your parents in the garden activities. Then in the evening, you can concentrate in your books.
Dr. Laguchaus, an opinion leader who also doubles as an aspiring candidate for Member of Parliament West Moyo County, urged the district leaders to engage the public to take part in businesses and have sense of ownership among the different categories of people so as to foster development in the district.
Early bird gets the worm. We have to captivate our people to have entrepreneurial spirits. They must have entrepreneurship at homes, among the youth, among the women, among the elderly, among the retirees, among the veterans. We must captivate spirit of what we call self-consciousness, sense of ownership. This principle is a manifestation of heaven helps those who help themselves. You must start, you must move, and support will find you when you are moving. This is the principle which must be cascaded among the youth, among the women, among the person with disability, among the elderly, among the veterans, among the civil servants.
Dominic Anthony Okumu, West Nile TV, NILECAST.
Away from that story in Arua City, financial institutions in West Nile region have received training on financial literacy, helping to curb harming green environment. This happened on Thursday, 15th of May, 2025, organized by ABI in partnership with Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Look at the story. Financial institutions in Western Nile region have received the training on financial literacy, basically on environmental, social and governance for green financing in order to curb harming green environment. This happened on Thursday, 15th of May 2025, organized by ABI in partnership with the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, attracting over 50 senior executives and board members of financial institutions, mainly circle groups across Western Nile region. William Moses, the investment manager at ABI, says they are looking at how the financial institutions can implement sustainability of ESG in their operations.
We do fund agribusinesses in Uganda, but through financial institutions. So basically why we are here today is the fact that world over there is a call for sustainability. And this is where we also want to see how can our partner financial institutions and also those we project to put on our loan book, how can they also implement sustainability in their operations? How can they implement ESG in their operations, in credit, in human resource, and so on and so on. So the participants are so much happy, they are learning, they are appreciating, and also they have related that really what they are training them is what they are always really practicing. So way back, they never knew that ideally they were practicing ESG.
Joram Msuzi, trainer at the Institute of Banking and Financial Services, laments by saying, indeed the need for financial literacy is vital in relation to ESG.
As a facilitator, I've realized that there is a lot of, there is need to train people so that people get to know what they are supposed to do. The need for financial literacy is very, very important. I appreciate the people of Arua for one thing, they kept time, they got interested, and it's so happening that they are ready and eager to learn about ESG. You realize that most of the practical elements we talked about, they really appreciated, they owned ESG and say for sure there is need to change. So most of them have appreciated it and they are very positive to make sure that they do at least the alternatives that have been seen to protect our environment, to protect our communities in terms of relationships, and also to make proper governance decisions.
Bob Alinda, trainer at the Institute of Banking and Financial Services, says they are carrying out the activities to ensure that people have positive response to environment.
All we are taking them through is because these institutions are the ones that are financing many of the businesses and people out there, and we are asking them to be more intentional about behaviors of our people in the communities, geared towards conservation of the environment, creating sustainability where we can live an environment whereby our grandchildren or great-grandchildren also can find the beautiful environment that we do have for future generations to come.
Tony Arinyihayo, Credit Manager Nile Microfinance, urges the financial institutions to do smart businesses which cannot affect the future generation.
We are trying to see how do we do business as financial institutions minus affecting the environment. If we are doing business, how is the next generation going to continue surviving? And that's why financial institutions have been brought forward so that we are able to give light to customers, because it will be hard for ABI to mobilize customers to come at this place. The cost will be expensive. So they have to use financial institutions like us so that we are able to practice green financing. This is by giving loans which do not harm the environment.
The training of the financial institutions is a countrywide activity organized by ABI, funded by Investment Fund for Developing Countries and European Union, and it major funds agribusinesses in Uganda through financial institutions. Orak Benson Pastore, compiling the story for West Nile Television NILECAST. Still keeping the pace within Arua City, pilgrims of Mali and the West Nile Diocese have set off their journey to Namgongo today, 16th of May 2025. Over 50 pilgrims have been flagged off in Arua City as far as the journey is concerned. That particular story brings us to the end of today's edition of NILECAST News. Have the best of your times.